This is Johnny Carson from the entertainment capital of the world, direct from the Vegas Voice television studio. Here's Evan Davis.
I'm Evan Davis, the entertainment editor for the Vegas Voice, and this is the Vegas Voice Celebrity Corner, which is now recording on Roku, streaming globally through Golden Network TV. And I want to thank that wonderful intro that was done by my guest today, Rich Natole.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Globally. So there's a guy in Israel right now going, "What? Who is he? I never heard of this guy. Who is he?"
Yeah, we're going to have a great time today, by the way, because anytime I've had a comedian on, and this would be the first time, we're always having fun because they're always funny. They have to be funny. Otherwise, we're not going to show it anywhere. But that's what's
You can always tell the host from New York, I'm the entertainment editor. The entertainment editor.
I always try to find out a little about my guests. So I go on YouTube, on Google, and I Google Rich Natole. Mm-hmm. And I find nothing on Rich Natole. You know what I find? What comes up when I hit Rich Natole? It comes up Rich Little, George Carlin, Wayne Newton, De Niro, Joe Pesci, but I don't see, why is that?
Okay, what are you saying? You're saying I'm not on the internet? You're saying I'm funny, like I'm your personal clown funny, like I personally amuse you? Huh? Is that what you're saying here?
Is that like amuse Bush?
Oh, no. You insulted him. You did. You said he wasn't on the internet. You insulted him. I see you got Columbo there. That's my favorite. We had Columbo's real life daughter, Peter Falk's daughter, on the radio show. Oh. And I did. She said, I thought I was talking to my dad. I said, "Excuse me, geez, it's real nice to have you on the show, Catherine. This is Columbo." She loved it. She loved her dad. It was an amazing interview.
What radio show? I mean, I know, but
the Vegas Voice radio show on 1400 AM KSHP. You go to kshp.com if you want to hear the show live Tuesdays, 11:05 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, good. Well, that's a nice plug for your radio show, which will be going hopefully also globally on TV.
That's exciting.
Roku.
We want to keep everything growing. Everything growing.
I know. I had a question for you because I read something that one of your teachers in high school had said that you should start a career as a barber.
Yeah. Well, in high school you take these little jobbo tests, and it says where your talents lie. So I had to go to the counselor, and the counselor had the results of the test, and he said, "Well, according to this, you show a lot of creativity. So, would you like to be like a barber?" And I go, "No, I was thinking of something more of the performing arts." And he goes, No, you don't want to do that." He said, "You don't want to do that." He said, "I recommend you cut hair and become a barber." So when I walked out in the hallway, I remember I crumpled up the paper and I threw it in the garbage, and I thought to myself, what does he know? He's a counselor. And that was it. That's what happened.
Well, when you started, when did you first realize that you can do a million voices or whatever?
I that was in high school, really. I mean, I started doing voices in high school. I didn't have an act, and my friend said, if you put an act together, we have the senior assembly coming up, and everybody gets out of class. But if there's not enough acts, nobody's going to get out of class. So we were short like an act. They said, "Will you do something?" I said, I can't do that. That's up in front of a bunch of people. The whole school will be there. They said, "No, well, come on, Rich, you got to do it." They all. So I put together this little routine of voices, and I did it. And that was the first time I ever did anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And from there, what happened when you left school? I mean, how'd you get started?
Well, from there, I went to college for 2 years, and I did shows in college. And while I was going to college, I started doing the comedy clubs in San Francisco, up there, which is where I'm from, up in the Bay Area there. So I started doing those clubs, and I was sandwiched between, I'm not kidding you, Whoopi Goldberg, Robin Williams, Dana Carvey, Kevin Pollak, and here's Rich Natole. I was sandwiched between these, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I remember Dana Carvey saying to me, "You're 19 and you can do that?" And I said, "Yeah, 19?" He kept saying, "You're 19. Yeah. But that's how I got to know all those guys.
Oh, yeah. And How old was he at the time?
Dana was about 4 years older than me, so he was in his early 20s,
Oh.
23.
Cool, cool. And where did it go from there?
Well, from there, I did 2 years in those clubs in San Francisco. Then I moved to L.A., and then that's when I started traveling nationally and even Canada and doing comedy clubs everywhere. And I opened for, everybody from Jay Leno to Howie Mandel to, Robert Wuhl, Richard Lewis, all the big comedy acts, Bruce Baum, all these people. And they all requested me because I did something that was different than what they were doing, and it was clean. So nothing conflicted with them. So they would always ask for me, and I had plenty of work going out with those guys and working with them.
Did you have routines that weren't clean? I mean,
No, I didn't. I really didn't. I mean, once in a while you throw a word or two in, but when I worked with those people, I wanted to not step on anything they wanted to do. So if they wanted to be more raw, I wanted them to get the shock value out of that. And if I did it before them, it would have taken away something. So I always wanted to compliment them. So I stuck to my time. I did my stuff as squeaky clean as I could to compliment them, and then they could do whatever they wanted.
Yeah. When I was on his radio show the other day, and we talked a little about stories. I mean, stories he has are just unbelievable, and they go on forever and ever. And he's being very nice by only telling short versions of it in our 10 to 15 minutes we have today. But do you have a few stories that you want to share with everyone?
Well, I mean, there's stories on all these people I've worked with. I mean, Jay Leno used to love to play video games on the road. He used to call me in my hotel room all the time going, hey, you want to play some video games? Let's go play some video games. He was into that thing. So a lot of things people don't know, about these celebrities. And some of the stuff I saw, I couldn't repeat. It might be in a book one day, but I don't think I'd want to.
Have you thought about writing a book?
I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I got a lot to tell. A lot to tell.
Well, share some of it today. I mean,
It's just little personal stories, little funny stories. I remember there was a waitress in Oklahoma City that was hitting on me in a club. And one of the other waitresses comes up to me. And this is before this particular person I'm going to name was famous. And they said, Dow, don't go out with her. I go, why? They go, she slept with Jerry Seinfeld last week. So Seinfeld, everybody, these guys were all club comics. I mean, they'd hear the week before. I'd be working with one of them that week. The next week it was another person that could be famous now, like a Leno or these kind of people. So it was such just a filter of comics and performers going in and out of these clubs.
And I'm assuming you love what you do, or you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. I enjoy it, and I also love hosting. I love the hosting stuff and interviews. Don't you love doing interviews like this?
Yeah, I do.
It's fun because you hear people's journey.
Yes, you do hear that journey. That's what I'm trying to get from you, your journey. Where do you want to go?
I'm turning into Don Rickles.
Where do you want to go?
He's wearing a lot of black there. Johnny Cash have a garage sale? What happened?
No, this comes over much better on camera rather than wearing a pair of jeans and this fakakta shirt you have.
You got to have a little color in there, a little color.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it's fun to do interviews, right?
It is. It is. I enjoy interviews. I also enjoy being on stage. I have no talent at all. I can't sing. I can't dance. Can't tell jokes because I can't remember anything. But I like standing there with the microphone, and every time I say, I need a couple of headshots, can you take a couple of pictures when I'm on stage? And every picture I get is a picture of the microphone, like right here, and you can't see me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you have a lot of singers in a lot of the showcases, right? That you MC and stuff.
Well, occasionally a comic. You've been on.
I've done a few of those.
Few of those.
And you have the magicians and the thing about Vegas, it's a good potpourri of talent.
It is.
Big wide variety.
Yeah, I haven't had many magicians, but that's mainly because I don't know any. But you do.
I know a few of them.
So why don't you give me some names
I
after
know a
the
few
show?
of them. Yeah, you got to get Jen Kramer on the show. She's very good.
Over at the Westgate.
Yeah, get her on this show. She'd do it.
I'd love to. I'd love to. We'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah.
And tell me a little more about your radio show.
Well, the radio show, what we're doing with that is two different things. We're focusing on celebrity interviews.
Yeah.
We do a lot of call-ins from New York and LA. We have everybody on there from authors of best-selling books on Amazon. We have singers, comedians, actors, directors, producers, pretty much everything, you know. And so the reason we want to do a lot of call-ins is because those people don't have to be in studio, so we can still get them, you know. And also, I love introducing new talent. You know, we love to have, like, you know, Chrissy Blazer. We had her on in December. Marley Taylor was her other name.
Marley? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, tell them who
but
she is.
Chrissy's
Marley.
her real name. So we had her on, and we played her new Christmas song, which was a big hit. You know, Santa Slaying It was called. And I love doing stuff like that. I love to give exposure to them.
She's down in Arizona now.
Yeah.
She used to be up
comes
here
in and
with
out,
Chris
yeah.
Phillips. They used to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Zoe Bowie. Yeah, she was
they were
part of
great.
Zoe Bowie.
Yeah, they were a wonderful trio. So what's your next venture that you're hoping
I go
to...
in and out of town. You know, I play a lot of the retirement village shows and corporate entertainment. I was just in Florida doing that back in Orlando, and then I go to Arizona, do gigs there, and then I do corporate events in different states.
What do you envision you doing in the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
Well, the next 3 to 5 years, I mean, I want to do. Right now, we've got some things going on with my headlining show for in town here, and then which I've had in several different places, and then I want to continue doing. You know, I want to continue doing interview stuff. I'd love to take that to a higher level.
Good.
You know,
Good.
and do more of that.
Well, I want to wrap up by thanking Rich Natole for being here today. This is the Vegas Voice Celebrity Corner. I'm Evan Davis, the entertainment editor, and we'll see you next time.
The entertainment editor.